Language is our human individuality, our human ingenuity, and our human desire to connect to other people. Language is how we share our information about the universe. Being able to share ideas enables us to innovate our world to improve our lives in an uncertain world. Since our ancestors could grunt and barely walk upright, our ability to communicate and share ideas has been an integral part of our evolution. Multiple ways of sharing information were established at the same time for humanity. Music is one of our first languages. Snapping fingers, tapping something, the cadence of our steps, whistling, clicking the tongue, are all simple ways to signal information to others through musical notation. Some of our oldest artifacts are of bone flutes, carved to make different tones, as well as stone tools, where the hammering would have been like drumming. Talking with our hands is another of our first languages. We see apes use hand signals to communicate today. Thinking humans did the same early in our evolution is highly likely. Eventually, humans evolved their communications into tangible expressions. We created ways to tell our information without having to be there. One of the earliest forms of this is artistic expression. Cave paintings, carvings, pottery design, toys, and tools are all examples of ways information is recorded and shared without having to be present. From weaving techniques, fibers, dyes, and design elements, we identify and signaled information as well. In bead artifacts, made of materials from over hundreds of miles, show how early people communicated. Needless to say, when someone has something they know that they want to share with others, they will find a way to do that. Over millennia of sharing information, our languages keep growing. Our desire to keep expanding on our knowledge of existence is our evolution at work. Once words became spoken, the storytelling began. Everything we say is a story of information. We have organized ways of presenting the words to show the intention of the tale. Adding music to words makes the information more easily recalled. Limericks and songs are the best way for a person to learn. Our A, B, C's, for an example, still taught through songs still today. Evidence of our early ancestors shows how using such techniques to teach is natural for us. The draw of a good tale can ignite minds into imagined spaces. We can imagine what it feels like to be the characters. This combination of emotion added to the information increases the recallability as well. Our tales, music, words, art, letters, etc. have changed throughout our evolution. Still, the premise remains the same: to share human thoughts without having to be there. Each and every one of us has a lived experience to share, providing our unique understanding of the universe. Depending on the narratives that we were taught, those perspectives can vary greatly from person to person. This creates a beautiful collage of different expressions of language. Despite the beauty, there are some major lies embedded in our knowledge about ourselves. Definitions created to explain what was assumed known truths of existence in the past creates harms for the entire species today. For example, when someone thinks the Earth is 6,000 years old and will soon be destroyed by a god, they don't worry about ruining the only known source of life in the universe. The reasonly Ser, the recall and believe true, is due to the feelings and musical recall of what they were taught. They can see with their own eyes evidence of the lie, yet still hold it true because of how ingrained the information is in their foundations of understandings about the universe. This would be called abusive and criminal in a trial of war. It is psychological manipulation to brainwash people into thinking reality is not reality. Language was used to create these falsehoods that harm all humanity, so language has to be. The way we correct that? We all have to have grace for ourselves and others when we address the misconceptions of truth. The deep feelings of love, fear, and hate are often intertwined within the worldviews holding the lies. Correcting a worldview is very difficult, the more invested you were in the lies being your personal truth. Maybe my next series will be children's songs that teach the truth about our universe to advance humanity, as language is supposed to do for us all. We are meant to evolve, and the truth of our universe through language is how we do so. This is How to Human 101, using language in all its forms. To learn the actualities of reality, otherwise known as the truth.